Good morning students. Today we will learn differences between delegation and decentralization, centralization and decentralization. First of all, we will learn difference between delegation and decentralization. The first point is scope. Delegation is limited in scope because in delegation only two parties are involved. As you know, the first one is senior and the second one is subordinate. When a senior gives some authority and responsibility to their juniors, at that time delegation comes and we can say we or senior delegate some responsibility or authority to our subordinate. Now we will see the decentralization. Decentralization is large or wide in scope. Its scope is very wide because in decentralization employees working at different level. As you know, there are three types of level in any organization. The first one is top level and the second one is middle level and the third one is lower level. So decentralization is directly related to the policy and it is also related to the top level management. So working at different level are involved in decentralization, which means almost all the employees in the organization are involved, and it means pushing down the authority at every managerial level. Now we will see the second point, significance. Delegation is important function but it is routine function. As you know, every manager delegates some authority and responsibility to their juniors and it is called delegation. So all the managers use delegation to their subordinates. And decentralization is more significant because it is a one-time decision and it is taken by the top level management, and it is a policy matter also. The top level executive decide whether to follow the decentralization or centralization method of policy, and when the decision is taken, it is very difficult to change the decision. Now we will see the third point, freedom of action. In process of delegation, the managers pass the authority and the responsibilities to the subordinates, and after that also there is constant and continuous supervision by the managers. When any senior delegates some responsibility or authority to their subordinate, at that time all the managers or seniors have to supervise their juniors that the responsibilities are fulfilled or not. And in decentralization there is more freedom of action because once the authority is distributed systematically, there will be periodic appraisal and not the continuous supervision. They don't take pain to supervise the work again and again of their juniors because they have used the decentralization policy in their organization. So they create the responsibility and at the end they ask the question related responsibility and the work fulfilled. Now we will see the scope. It's narrow in scope. Delegation has not a wide scope because it is used in the small scale industries, small scale organization, while decentralization is wide in scope because it is used in a large scale company or organization. Responsibility, it is the responsibility of every manager. Delegation has the responsibility regarding every manager, and in delegation And in decentralization, it is the responsibility of top level management. They will have to decide what type of policy they are going to use in their organization, centralization or decentralization. The next point is nature. Delegation is compulsory act because no individual can perform all the tasks on his own, because in any organization, in any company, there are a lot of works and nobody has the capability of doing all the work himself. So he distribute the work, and along with the work he gives some authority to their subordinate, and he has to take the work from the subordinate. So delegation is for that. And the decentralization is an optional policy. As I have told you, if the organization is big and there are a lot of works, at that time the company organization used the decentralization policy. And on the other hand, if the organization is small, at that time they use the centralization policy. The purpose: to reduce the burden of manager. When manager distributed the work among the subordinates, at that time the workload becomes less on the managers or seniors. And in decentralization, you can understand, to increase the role of subordinate and giving them more autonomy. When we use the decentralization method in our organization, at that time we give some freedom to our subordinate to take the decision by their own. And the last point is grant of authority. Authority is granted by immediate superior. So if subordinate wants to get some authority and responsibility, he will have to take the permission from their seniors. And in decentralization, authority is granted by top level. Immediate boss cannot give the responsibility, cannot use the policy of decentralization. It is decided by the top level management. They have already given the responsibility to the different levels and they entertain them. Now we will see the difference between centralization and decentralization. The first point is meaning. It refers to concentration of power or authority at high level only. Centralization is directly related to the top level management, and decentralization, it refers to every distribution of power and authority at every level of management. There are different type of level already known. So at that time we should also understand that in decentralization policy method there are different type of labels, and at every level they enjoy their freedom and take their own decisions for the benefit of the organization. Authority at different level. Top management retains maximum authority. The authority with middle and lower management is very low, because all power is associated with the top level management. So middle level and lower level has very less power in the centralization method, and in decentralization method the authority is systematically divided at every level. Every level has its own power. Now we will see the suitable. It is suitable for small scale industry. Centralization is suitable for small scale industry or organization, while decentralization is suitable for large scale organization. And now the last point is freedom of action. Managers have less freedom of actions in centralization method, because all the decision will be taken by the top level management, and in decentralization method managers have more freedom of actions. Thank you.